The allegations of sexual misconduct raised against Bengal Governor CV Ananda Bose by a temporary staff of the Peace Room of Raj Bhavan have created an uproar nationally. Since elections are going on in Bengal, the ruling Trinamool Congress, which is at loggerheads with the governor, has lost no time in taking up the issue. Bengal Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee at a public meeting asked the Governor Ananda Bose how could he talk about protecting dignity of women in Bengal when he himself is under the cloud of allegations. The words of Mamata Banerjee comes in the context of the intervention of Governor Ananda Bose in Sandeshkhali issue, in which the accused are local leaders of Trinamool Congress. Mr. Ananda Bose retorted that the allegations are engineered. He also accused Mamata Banerjee of playing dirty politics. Now, what is the truth in the whole issue? Now, let's analyze the whole issue against the backdrop of current political scenario in Bengal and the history of political violence in the state and police being converted into a stooge of the ruling party. Let's take a closer look into the whole issue impartially to reach a fair judgment. Welcome to Insights. This is Hari Kumar. Now let's start with the backdrop. A couple of days ago, a woman employee at the Peace Room of West Bengal government raised an allegation that Mr. Ananda Bose touched her inappropriately and even tried to forcibly hug her. She also raised the allegations that the governor called her at night during inappropriate times and asked her to come and meet him alone. Now, the charges come under the category of sexual battery in what is called sexual battery in Western countries. This involves inappropriate touch, then breaking into one's personal space, and even staring at women. Now, Mr. Ananda Bose completely denies the whole charges. He says the lady has been reprimanded for lapses in her work. She is one of the employees in Peace Room. The Peace Room was constituted by Raj Bhavan in West Bengal to help people register their complaints directly with the government. Mostly complaints related to political violence and other atrocities, especially involving the ruling party leaders or members, are registered at Peace Room. So this gives an opportunity to the common man to register their complaints. Now, let's analyze the responses afterwards. Meanwhile, the CPIM East Midnapur, former secretary of East Midnapur district, said the complainant's mother was linked to Trinamool Congress and actually she was a candidate during local body elections in the past. So this can be this is one of the arguments being raised by the BJP to defend the governor, that this could be a fake allegations, a cooked up allegations. Now, the response of Trinamool Congress also has raised doubts about the allegation. When a complainant raised an allegation, instead of looking into it or speaking about the problems of the complainant, drawing false analogies with the violence that happened in Sandeshkhali gives rise to doubts about the intentions of Trinamool Congress. Now, Sandeshkhali incident or atrocities were catastrophic. Around more than 250 complaints have been registered by women of Sandeshkhali. There have been dozens of rape complaints. There were many complaints of kidnapping young women and releasing them only after few days. Such complaints have been unheard of in any part of India. There were also complaints of seizing wealth of uh, locals, then seizing their land, and they have no comparison with any political violence that occurred in any other state in India. Now, drawing an analogy or using this complaint to defend Trinamool Congress's role in Sandeshkhali, that cannot be accepted. And actually, this takes credit or credibility away from the complaint. So it is actually the false comparison drawn by Trinamool Congress which raises doubts. This is number one. Now, the governor had said, now the governor claims immunity under Article 361 of the Constitution and says police is not empowered to register a criminal case against him, and the governor has banned entry of police into the Raj Bhavan premises. Now, this is a constitutional protection, and there are people who ask why the governor didn't forego his constitutional protection if he is innocent. Now, there is a very clear answer to this. This is about the credentials of West Bengal police. Almost a month ago, the Calcutta High Court itself had pointed out or criticized West Bengal police of lack of credibility. Now, that was in a case registered by uh, West Bengal police. The West Bengal police, the Calcutta High Court said, was totally biased. So, when the top court of a state says that the police is totally biased, now how could a sensible person let forgo his constitutional protection and subject himself to a probe by such a police? Now that such arguments that he should forgo his constitutional protection, considering the lack of credibility of the police, it flies in the face of common sense. Now that can be primarily or prima facie dismissed. Now the West Bengal police has got actually a tradition or a practice of charging the political opponents of the ruling party with molestation or rape charges. In two such incidents have recorded in the past. The West Bengal police slapped rape charges against central agencies. Now, in 2022, there was a blast in West Bengal in which three people were killed. One of the Trinamool leaders were arrested in the case, and the arrest was made by National Investigation Agency and the CRPF. Now the West Bengal police slapped a rape case against officials who made the arrest. The police said the wife of the accused registered a complaint with the police. And when NIA and CRPF went to Calcutta High Court against the action of West Bengal police, the High Court stayed the investigation. And it was in that case that Calcutta High Court said the police was totally biased. Now, if that is the case of West Bengal police, will any sensible person voluntarily submit to the investigation by West Bengal police? Never. And in a second case, when the Enforcement Directorate conducted raids at the residence of Shah Jahan Sheikh, local leader of Trinamool Congress at Sandeshkhali, again the police slapped molestation charges on ED officials. Now again they went to the court. Now all these point out the practice, which is a common practice in West Bengal, that using police or ruling party using the police to slap fake cases against their political opponents. Now this is a tradition. So viewing this against the backdrop, prima facie, the allegation doesn't sound convincing. This is one aspect. Now you look into the political violence in Bengal in the past. Political violence, actually this is not just a byproduct of Mamata Banerjee government. It has been the norm in West Bengal in the past. when Siddharth Shankar Ray of Congress was the Chief Minister of West Bengal, the communists were at the receiving end, and they had accused the Congress government of huge committing atrocities against their workers. When communists came to power later, they did worse. There have been allegations that during the 30 plus years of rule of communist government, more than 30,000 political opponents were brutally murdered. And such allegations were pointed out by no less than a reputed journalist like Nikhil Chakravarti. Incidences of Moray Chap that happened, in which around 7,000, 8,000 people were savagely murdered, happened in West Bengal during the left rule. Now, all this points out to the recurring or the violence in Bengal. Actually, when the governments changed, when communist government changed to Trinamool Congress, those local goons and musclemen, they joined Trinamool Congress and they attacked communists. Earlier, when Congress lost power, also the same happened. Those gangs that sided with the Congress joined the left parties. Now, when this is a norm in Bengal, an incident like Sandeshkhali would have been forgotten but for the intervention of Mr. Ananda Bose. It was the intervention of the governor that brought the atrocities to the attention of the nation, and which eventually led to the arrest of a local Trinamool strongman, Shahjahan Sheikh, who was said to be more powerful than ministers of West Bengal. He was only a district panchayat member. Now, personally, because of this incident, Mamata Banerjee might have felt humiliated. And the type of politics in Bengal is, or only the people will rally behind the strong man. And it might have been a necessity of the chief minister to bring the governor under the cloud of allegations. So all this point out to or make one think that the allegation of BJP and even some of the other political parties that the complaint raised against the governor could be engineered. Let us not reach into any conclusion at this stage. Let's hear both the sides. But from the available facts or from the reports available or media reports and other comments on the public domain, it seems that the complaint or allegations against the governor are not convincing. Mr. Ananda Bose has been the governor of Bengal since 2022, and no such complaint has been raised against him. In fact, in the beginning, he tried to be very friendly with the chief minister, and even complaints have been raised by West Bengal BJP that the governor was trying to be too friendly with the ruling party. But it seems that the governor was waiting on his wings. He was trying to get evidences, and when he got enough evidences, he acted very swiftly, or when he was convinced. So Mamata Banerjee might not have expected that. So it seems that this allegation was the only way out for the Trinamool, and they tried it. They may try even more such tactics. Let's wait for the time being. Meet you with another topic next time. Till then, goodbye.